During my recovery, I purchased this Leave a Legacy journal from Amazon. I feel that it is a very comprehensive journal. It has a place for you to reflect on your milestones, your achievements, your experiences that have shaped your journey, your family history. You can document family history, traditions, and relationships with loved ones across generations. You can document your personal values and beliefs. It has a place for you to give messages and letters to your children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, record memories, hopes, and wishes for their future. It has a place for you to talk about lessons that you've learned along life's path. It has a place for you to do financial footprints and talk about how money matters to you. Organize your financial information, including your assets, your liabilities, and your financial accounts. It has a place for you to document your real estate, your holdings, properties. It has a section for medical caregivers and medical caretakers. And it actually defines the difference between caregivers and caretakers. You have an area for you to record your preferences for your medical care in the event that you cannot take care of yourself. It has final expressions, a place for you to leave people letters to express gratitude, final thoughts, apologies, or what other information that you want to leave. It has a contact list. It has an asset documentation area for you to itemize all of your assets. It has living will and trust questions. Now, I am not an attorney, and this book, you must take it to your attorney to see about getting it legalized, since you're leaving information such as your living will and answering questions that are normally in a trust. So make sure you take this entire legal legacy journal to an attorney in order to make sure that you can receive some type of legalized copies that you can give to your family. But it's a great start for you to write down the information that you want your family to have. Because often when we die, people put what they want to put about our lives. But this is your opportunity to write down what you want to be said about your life. So let me give you an example. And I just thought this was a really, really neat touch. Okay. My homegoing arrangements. So in this section, as I said, you have the opportunity to write down what you want to be left or to be placed on your obituary. Honoring the life of. What was your education? Whom do you want to name? Whom do you want not to name? The order of worship. How would you want it to go if you could plan it for yourself? And it really takes out a lot of the guesswork and a lot of stress for the people who are planning this information for you if you already have it planned for yourself. Right here, if you have a favorite poem, what is your favorite poem? On the pages behind it, what is the Old Testament reading you want? What is the New Testament reading that you want? What colors would you like to have? Would you like a casket? Would you like an urn? Would you like to be cremated? How would you like to be your human remains to be placed away? Would you like for it to be in a church, in a community center? Who would you like to give your eulogy? Who would you like to sing the songs, and what songs would you like for them to sing? It is very, very comprehensive. This section right here, healthcare instructions, as I talked about earlier. If you're unable to take care of yourself, what are your wishes? Is there certain things you would like to wear? Is there a way you would like to maybe keep your head covered while you're in recovery or incapacitated or in hospice? Is there certain things that you would like put on your skin because you're allergic to other things? Or maybe you just like the smell of those things. It's a place for you to write all of that information. Would you like your toes polished or not polished, and what colors? It's a place for you to do your assets, as I spoke of before, your material items. Who would you like to have what? Here's a place right here. You may want to give your dresses to a certain person, your jeans to a certain person, your purses to a certain person, your journals to a certain person. It's totally up to you. But it's a place for you to write down all of that information because, again, this journal is catered to you and your wishes alone. So that's why every person should have their own journal. This section right here was account management, a place for you to write all of your bank accounts, your passwords, the email addresses, in the event someone needs to access that information. I just think this is very, very comprehensive. List all insurance policy. Who are the beneficiaries? Who is the executor over your estate? Why did you choose maybe that child over the other children? With that being said, for children, a place for you to write letters to children, to grandchildren, to great-grandchildren, to sisters, to brothers, to a person maybe you didn't have an opportunity to apologize to or to thank. Here is your opportunity while you're yet alive. I just think this is so awesome. A place for you to write family recipes. Everybody has that family recipe that everybody wants, and you refuse to tell them. Well, here's an opportunity for you to write down that recipe, and no one will see it until said time. Any regrets? Are there any lessons or values that you hope your family will continue to uphold in the future? I think that's a really excellent prompt. Places for you to write your brothers and sisters. Who are your brothers and sisters? A place for you to write their names, their locations. Were there any marriages in the family? Who got married? What date did they get married? What colors did they get married in? Because some people like to duplicate things from their grandmother or great-grandmother. What did you do on Thanksgiving? What was the Thanksgiving holiday like? The Christmas holiday like? Did you celebrate holidays? Or when did you stop celebrating holidays, and why did you stop? There's a place for you to write all of this information. My unique summary. Again, this is where you put about yourself. Not someone else writing about you, but you putting about yourself. So, again, this Leave a Legacy journal is one that you want to make sure that you have and that you start filling out so that you can give it to your loved ones. And purchase one for yourself as well as for someone else. And if you do not have the ability to write, but you would like someone to fill it out for you, that's okay too. And then you can just sign at the bottom or sign on that page. But whatever you do, all of this information, take it to an attorney, a legal profession, so that they can document it and legalize it the correct way for you. So while I'm on bed rest, this is what I'm doing. I'm filling out my Leave a Legacy journal. And I hope and pray that you do one for yourself as well, so that you can leave a legacy for your family while you're alive. What you want it to say and how you want it to go. Now, go be great, because that's what you are.